with Destiny Tarot, back with another video, my friends. Okay, so before we dig in here, gonna want you to go ahead and grab your snack, your beverage, your blankie, your cat. I don't know, okay? Whatever that is for you, what's gonna make you comfy, cozy, and happy right now? Like, what's gonna make you comfy, cozy, and happy, okay? So before we dig in, like, honestly, I just want to start with like a little collective download here. I feel as if, you've been working, you've been moving, you've been shaking, you have been accomplishing a lot lately, and I also feel like you have been a little bit hard on yourself, okay? So I feel like this energy of, just harshness surrounding like things that need to get done. I feel like my Destiny Collective are like very hard workers, go-getters, people who know what they want in this life, and not that they just know what they want, but they're actually willing to go out there and put in the effort to achieve it, okay? So if this sounds like you are a part of the family. If you haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and do so. But there is a necessity to add comfort to your everyday life right now. It could be very simple stuff like literally using your favorite blanket. I don't know. Or like something that brings me comfort is like making easy dinners, like finding easy dinners and lunch recipes that are quick and easy. They're not going to take me a lot of time. And I know I'm caring for my body because I know when I eat better, I feel more comfortable. Like, that's just me personally. But also sometimes I just want to have a seltzer. So I'm having a seltzer, okay? Anyways, I am an adult. If you're an adult, you would like to have a seltzer, go ahead and grab your seltzer. But, I want to know what's next in love, because I also feel like for the collective, the people clicking on this video today, I feel as if love actually hasn't been your primary focus. I feel like it's something that you would like to have, you would enjoy it. Maybe it could add some fun to your life, but it's not really your main focus right now. You're your main focus, which is fantastic. So anyways, we are going to go ahead and dig in here, and I will show you the options. We're going to have two piles today. So option one is going to be this rose quartz. And then option number two is going to be this angel aura quartz, okay? So we will dig right in with the rose quartz. So if it was your pile, this is going to be your message for what is next in love, okay? So what is next in love for my pile number ones? I'm feeling the need to like kind of talk about the fact that I lit my candle for myself. I feel like pile number one, like maybe you've been busy lately and neglecting yourself a little bit. Like I decided to just light my candle today just because I like the smell, because I wanted to do that for myself. Feel like you're going to be increasing your personal self-love and your self-love practices. Princess of Wands, what is next in love for my pile number ones? What is next in love for my pile number one? Knight of Swords. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I feel like pile number one, some of you were dealing with a little bit of a player, or you were the player. Drop down in the comments below what applies to you. But either you were recently dealing with a player, or you were having player tendencies, and you are actually cutting that out here with the Knight of Swords. Cutting it out quickly with a quickness. Let's go ahead and see here. An Ace of Pentacles. Okay. What is next in love for my pile number one? I'm not going to lie. If you cut somebody out of your life who you felt was a player, I wouldn't be that surprised if they offered you some kind of gift. Like it could be small, it could be flowers, takeout, a date. Like, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody from the past that this would be somebody you very recently cut out, tries to come back into your life. 444 on the timer as I say that. The moon. Yeah, I feel like this person has been thinking about you quite a bit, and they are just about ready to reach out. The Hierophant. You actually already know this. Pile number one, you are really psychic. You have been focusing on yourself lately because you understand this situation. Like, either they were the player or you were the player, and you had to end it because you knew it wasn't really going anywhere. But this person is still like thinking about you, and you can feel it, you can sense it, you know that they're thinking about you, you know they're still in your energy. And I'm just here to tell you today that basically you are correct. Right now they're in their head, but that is coming to an end very soon here. I want to clear the cards and see what else we can get for you, pile number one. If you want to take a sip break with me while I do it, it's like, well, we're together. So more information for what's next in love for my pile number ones. Three of Pentacles. Okay, honestly, I feel like you're going to be extremely surprised because whatever this situation was that you just cut out, you're actually going to be able to build some kind of solid foundation with one another. King of Pentacles, yeah. And whoever it is, like if they had player tendencies or you did, they're coming in with a plan to ensure that this is a much more solid situation than it was in the past. 10 of Wands, and they're willing to put in the work now as well. So you would know if you chose pile number one, like you will know exactly who I'm talking about. There shouldn't be any questions. The Empress and the Tower card. Okay, so I also feel like pile number one, like the Hermit. Even though you had felt like the situation wasn't really going anywhere, I feel like it was one of those scenarios where you were kind of still secretly wishing that it would end up going somewhere in the future, something that you've kind of been hoping and praying for. I'm honestly getting the vibe of kind of like right people, wrong time, to where maybe there just wasn't like, there was just some premature energy within the relationship. And not as stable, but once this person comes back around, there is definitely a shift in the energy. I feel as if you and that other person have matured quite a bit. It can't be the super recent past because, you know, I'm feeling this energy of needing that time to really change. So I feel as if like perspectives have really shifted. You've both had the opportunity to really think about things and think things through and what is necessary in order to move this situation forward for the two of you in a way that is best for the two of you as well. So, you know, I am feeling this energy of abundance naturally with that Empress card, but I feel like whatever this new approach is going to be very fertile, nurturing, and coming more from that soft emotional space versus the Page of Wands. So the situation is totally turning around, and even just having that different energy placed within the connection is actually what will change things entirely for the two of you. So let's go ahead and get some more information on like this Tower moment. What is that going to look like? What's that going to feel like? What kind of changes are going to be happening within this, oh my goodness, connection? So normally I don't like to take it when it comes all out like that, but I'm kind of like, whatever, let's just do it. Okay, so I asked for a clarifier for the Tower, and then the Tower flies out. So, okay, Spirit, thank you for the lack of information. No, but there's so many more. Okay, so Knight of Pentacles. So the big thing that's changing is the connection is moving at a slower pace now. Oh my God. Okay, 10 of Wands again, Empress again, and the Devil. Okay, so honestly, like what is changing is that the connection itself will be moving at a slower, more stable pace, where both parties are investing what is necessary into the connection. By the way, this is Kiki. She wanted to let you know she loves you. But in the connection, you're both going to be putting in that effort, putting in the work, and then with the Empress card as well, I feel like you're bringing this nurturing, motherly energy, kindness, understanding to the connection on both ends. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like you might be having some encounters, some adult encounters if you are an adult. If you're not an adult, that does not apply to you. But some adult encounters where I feel as if the obsession that there's an obsession here, but I feel as if it's like an obsession that's more in a healthy way, to where the two of you are mutually obsessed with each other. So that's the big thing. I want to see the bottom. Okay, Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is the bottom of the deck energy. So the Nine of Cups is that wish fulfillment card. I like to think of it as like when you wish upon a star, dreams come true. That is the energy I am feeling. I don't know why Pinocchio would be like even relevant to this, but I'm really thinking about like Pinocchio, as I know that song was in Pinocchio, if I'm remembering correctly. I'm like thinking about a childhood memory of mine of just like enjoying and loving watching Pinocchio. But anyways, that might be relevant to you, but literally like I mean, he does become a real boy at the end. I guess he lies in the beginning and things are spotty, but then he becomes a real boy in the end. This connection becomes more real. I mean, I don't know, but I definitely feel like it was more about like that physical component in the past. And maybe even more superficial things versus like now putting in that effort and taking the time for things to really work. So let's go ahead and just get like a closing message for my pile number one. So pile number one, what is next in love? 10 of Cups, the Fool, and the Lover's card. Okay, so overall, like what's next in King of Cups? Okay, so this is very, very solid. Let me see here. So very for a reconciliation or a person of the past story here, but pile number one, like honestly, this is great energy. I really feel that whoever this is, you have both grown, you have both gotten to the place and the point to where you are able to solidly invest in this relationship, and slow and steady wins the race. I feel like you have truly learned that. This other person has as well. And you're about to put the work in and have honestly a great relationship and a great connection. The only advice from Spirit right now is to allow it to take its time. Allow it to take its time. Like slow and steady wins the race, okay? And honestly, I feel as if you're both going to feel very secure in doing slow and steady wins the race, okay? So that's what I have for you, pile number one. If that resonated, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you can watch my other videos as they come out. And we're going to take a little sip break before we go to pile number two. That's your sign. If you had your drink or your water or whatever, take your sip, okay? So, pile number two was this Angel Aura Quartz. So if you chose this stone, this is for you, BB. So let's go ahead and see what is in store for pile number two. Next in love. Honestly, I'm feeling that you're about to get a partner who has a lot of similar interests to you. Somebody who you can really get along with, somebody who will honestly want to do a lot of the same things as you. Feeling a lot of harmonies surrounding like choices on like what it is that you're going to do for the afternoon, whatever that might be. Okay, Ace of Cups, definitely a new love offer coming in, new emotional beginning. Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. So honestly, pile number 2, I'm really liking this energy. The reason why, Ace of Cups. Okay, so number 1, this is solid new emotional beginning. There's no question about what the situation is. You are not entering some kind of situationship where you don't know where it's going. No, this is very clear. I'm also just feeling like such an adult energy, like adults, like emotionally healed, like stable, like you have money to go do your little activities. And maybe you just even want to go walk in the park. But you live somewhere that has a nice park and you can go just walk down the street or make dinner together, or I don't know, or you have the money to go get dinner together. I'm honestly just feeling like a very stable energy. Like not like these like unrealistic Lux vibes. I'm feeling like solid everyday energy of being able to do those everyday things together, balance out your schedules. And also, I'm not gonna lie, with the Knight of Wands, this part is only 18 plus. I'm feeling some hot bedroom energy, of course, with the Knight of Wands. So I really enjoy this energy because I feel as if it has that emotional stability that you need to sustain an adult relationship, while also having like the hot and heavy part of the relationship, which everybody wants. Okay, like let's be honest here. If you say that you don't want that, I'm sorry, you're lying. I feel like you're lying to say that, but that's just my opinion. Okay, so anyways, do you, be you, boo boo. But anyways, what's next in love for pile number 2? I don't know. Honestly, I feel like this one's so straightforward. Like, it's just like, okay, you're going to have just like a good, solid relationship, a calm relationship. 4 of Pentacles. I feel like some of you are actually going to keep some of this to yourself as well. The Devil. Yeah, I feel like, honestly, you're going to be very obsessed with this person, but I feel this secretive energy. I feel this energy of like wanting to keep things to yourself. Like, private life is a happy life. Princess of Wands. What's next in love for my pile number 2? Honestly, if you didn't watch pile number 1 already, that may resonate with you as well. Judgment card. So, 5 of Cups. I honestly feel as if pile number 2, this part has to do with a previous connection. So I feel as if maybe there's a lot of things that you kept inside, especially dealing with a toxic ex or a situation that maybe you even felt toxic in, because let's be real, like people do have the ability to make each other feel toxic. It's just true. And to act toxic. And I feel as if this is something that you have kind of mulled over in your mind somewhat. And now you have finally come to this place to where you've recognized the ways where maybe it has prevented you from seeing opportunities in front of you, from really achieving or having happiness with others in your life, even like yourself, friends, family. And I honestly feel like because you have reached this judgment moment, you are able to finally move on from it. And that is what's actually bringing this love into your life, what's bringing this new love into your life. I feel like for pile number 2, like this isn't something that's going to be a surprise to you when I say it. So if that was surprising, this is not your reading. I'm not going to lie. But honestly, I feel as if because you're making this judgment, you're actually going to be able to really heal this energy, this 5 of Cups energy. And you're going to be stepping into this 3 of Cups energy where you are a lot more celebratory. You're having a lot more fun. You're enjoying life a lot more. And this is what's also bringing that new love into your life, because you're just in a much more healthier and healed place than you were in the past. And that is why you're getting like this much more solid love offer that's coming in for you. So let's go ahead and get a couple more cards for my pile number 2. Some like closing messages here for pile number 2 and what's next in love. Nine of Pentacles. I also feel as if you have learned quite a bit about how to be independent while still remaining within a connection. Because, you know, everybody always likes to say, like, oh, don't lose yourself in your relationship. Don't lose yourself in your connection. Thank you for the hearts, by the way. I love you too. But people say these things, but it's so much more easier said than done. You know, so many of us just want to invest our full selves into somebody once we find somebody that we really appreciate and enjoy. No, and thank you, Evander, for being here. I appreciate you. But I feel as if you've healed that. I feel like you have really healed that, pile number 2. You are standing in your independence and in a very healthy way that allows for love to still have a place in your life, but to where it doesn't take you over. It's not going to take you over. It's not going to take over your life. If you've ever been through that in the past, I feel like this is like your sign to not worry about that. And like your guides are wanting you to not worry about that, because that will not be happening in the future, because you have healed from that behavior. And I feel like your partner coming in has also healed from that behavior. And okay, Ace of Cups, like you can't make this up. I literally already got the Ace of Cups for you as your first card. And your guides and spirit today is like, this is all that's next in love. Brand new emotional beginnings, brand new love, a very solid, stable connection where you will both still be individual people tending to your own garden, and your lives will still continue to flourish while also having somebody else in your life as well, which is honestly beautiful and all we could ever ask for, because we're not out here looking for our other half. Everybody is a whole person, okay? We are out here just looking for somebody to complement us. And pile number 2, I feel like you have truly learned your lessons in love, and this is your reward for doing so. So honestly, you should be very proud of yourself, pile number 2. This was amazing energy. I love the energy from pile 1 and 2, but I just love this energy from pile number 2. Okay, so if you came from pile number 1, I'm sorry, and don't tell pile number 1, okay? This is our secret. But anyways, if you did like the video, the message resonated, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date with my content. And if you have already subscribed, thank you so much. I absolutely love you, and I am so thankful for you to be here. But yeah, I will catch you in the next video, BBs.